What is a MOOC? Well, MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course. The term was coined in 2008 by people involved in constructivist and connectivist approaches to knowledge and learning, and referred to a very open, distributed, participatory form.
A massive open online course is just that. It's a course. It has facilitators and course materials. It has a start and an end date. It has participants. But a MOOC is not a school. It's not just an online course. It's a way to connect and collaborate while developing digital skills. It's a way of engaging in the learning process that engages what it means to be a student. It is, maybe most importantly, an event around which people who care about a topic can get together and work and talk about it in a structured way.
You can hear how Dave Cormier thinks of a MOOC as something that is originating from a community and coming out of the group that is involved in it. And that may occur in the institutional MOOCs, but that is not as much the origin or really the emphasis. It's more about access. When then Stanford professor Sebastian Thrun offered his graduate level artificial intelligence course to anybody online. 160,000 students from more than 190 countries signed up. MOOCs started getting a lot of attention in the mainstream media. Here's an excerpt from a PBS NewsHour story on MOOCs.
Online learning is nothing new. Colleges have been offering classes, usually for a fee and for credit, for years. More than 6 million Americans are taking some type of online course. But MOOC courses are different. They're much bigger. They use new technology, they often feature well-known professors, and they don't cost anything. Hundreds of these college-level courses are currently being offered over the internet. More than 2 million students have enrolled in Coursera classes, though the completion rate is low. Daphne Kohler, a computer science professor at Stanford, is one of Coursera's founders.
I think by opening up education for free to everyone around the world, we're going to turn education, high-quality education, from a privilege to a basic human right, so that anyone, no matter their social, economic, or family circumstances, has access to the best education.
Okay, welcome to 6002.
Those lofty goals, the experience of teaching thousands of students, and the possibility of future profits are what got these courses going. Professors from top universities are signing up, even though they are not paid by the providers. Eventually, universities may share revenues they receive, when there are revenues, with the professors. And those star professors have inspired intense student interest in the courses, says Coursera's other co-founder, Andrew Ng.
Most people today will never have access to a Princeton, Stanford, Caltech class. But now, if you wake up tomorrow morning and you decide you want to take a Caltech class, you can just sign up for one, and it's free.
Math teacher Salman Khan started providing free online classes in 2010 out of his house, arguing that new approaches to teaching were needed. He inspired Stanford professor Sebastian Thrun and colleague Peter Novick to put a course on artificial intelligence online just last year.
And to our surprise, 160,000 students signed up. We managed to graduate 23,000 students at Stanford graduate level quality in a specialized subject area called artificial intelligence, which means Peter and I taught more students than all the professors in the world combined in the same subject area.
Were you amazed by this, or did you expect it?
I was blown away, and it changed my life.
After that success, Thrun founded Udacity, a fast-growing startup in Palo Alto, financed with venture capital money, offering classes in science, technology, engineering, and math. Universities came on board, hoping to reach more students than they previously could and to improve instruction both on and off campus using online technology.
MOOCs raise questions about a cluster of concepts: education, grading, credit, degrees or certificates, teachers, course, class size, access to education, and more. Are the important distinctions about the extrinsic versus intrinsic values, about having access to, paying for, and earning college credit, or about the social and personal differences between having a teacher, classmates, and shared experiences in time and place for that semester? How about the continuation of the Stanford AI course through Udacity, now enrolling thousands and offering a certificate of completion that people who are in that industry may consider meaningful? Are there differences between skills and knowledge, between content and applying concepts critically, that make some material appropriate for peer assessment or automated grading and not others? Is this a version of vocational training versus education historically a class-based split? What are the differences between educating oneself with Khan Academy materials, available through Smart History, for example, and taking an art history course at a college? So, rather than what's the big idea, I guess I'm going to leave you with what are the big questions that we have about how technology is being used in education, how they challenge us to rethink some of the traditional concepts, the foundations of the college classroom.